Hi, I'm Sadie. Daggone tie-dye. Now I know I look crazy, but I'm looking like this for a reason. Because I want you guys to see how much is involved in tie-dye. So I'm making soda ash right now. Because I need to add some soda ash to my soda ash bucket. Because I'm running low. So I'm going to use these test strips. Because I have to make sure that it's the right pH. So I'm going to dip that in there. And we want that to be between 11 and 14. 11 and 14. Right over there. We got somewhere between 11 and 12 or 13. So we're where we need to be. We are where we need to be. Okay? When those dry, they lighten up. So you don't really need to wait for them to dry. If you wait for them to dry, it'll throw you off. They'll lighten. But I really wanted you guys to see what is involved. And I know I look crazy, but it's okay because I love tie-dye. So here's my solution. Now you got to make sure that down here is all broke up, not hard. And see, it's hard because I didn't break it up as it was too hot. You're supposed to use like a handmade mixer. And I had one, but I got rid of it. And when I priced them, they're a little bit pricey for me. And this is not breaking this up as good as I want it to. But soda ash, sodium bicarbonate, is a chemical. And you don't want it in your lungs, your eyes, your nose. Hence, I look like I'm scuba diving. But if you see, there's some hard chunks down there. And it's burning the crap out of the tips of my fingers. But that's okay. It's all right, I say. It's all right, I say. But you don't want to be breathing this stuff in. So walk with me. Because I'm going to take this picture. And I'm going to walk slowly. And I'm going to add it to my soda ash solution over here. Oh, shucks. Uh-oh. Come on. I'm going to add it. There we go. There we go. Because we needed a little bit more soda ash in here. So I'll break that up best I can. A couple of little hard chunks. Because see, I put 2 3X thermal shirts down in there. after I soak the sheets, and I've got some summer t-shirts soaking in here too. And you know, it's time to do some fall and winter stuff. Can you see? Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. So, you want to make sure you get the air bubbles out. You want to make sure you get the air bubbles out. So, I really just wanted to show my family, friends, fans, customers, and anybody else who may be interested in tie-dye. This is not a craft for the lame. It's past midnight, and I am up soaking t-shirts so that I can make these long sleeve t-shirts for someone. And I want you to see my process, because this is no joke. Now, not only that, I have to add the rest of my soda ash, and I'm also mixing stuff up for my plants. Cinnamon water and rice water, so that I can replant some plants and get the roots to the plants right. In other words, guys, I have hobbies. I have expensive hobbies. I love my hobbies. I love having hobbies. These are definitely God-given interest and gifts. I'm not going to give up. I see people who make tie-dye items that are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Scott Red Dye Walker. Angie from Fun Endeavor. Stephanie from Belladonna. If I've missed the tie-dye, if I've missed anybody, I apologize. It's somebody universe. I mean, these people make awesome stuff. I found a store. My dentist actually told me about a store up in New Hampshire, about 2 hours away from me. And they have a cute little tie-dye boutique. Oh, I could see myself having that. I could see myself having that. That's lovely. So lovely. Just quaint. I want to live in a town where they like art, an artsy kind of town. I really do. And where I could afford to have a little boutique. You know, I live in Massachusetts. Yeah. I don't even know what the rent would be for a storefront or boutique. I would have to have God open up the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing so big that I wouldn't have room for in order for me to have a storefront. I'd even like a cart or a kiosk, but we have long winters. If I could have a cart or a kiosk inside of one of the subway stations, that would be good. I contacted them. I've been contacting them for several years. They don't answer back. You know what? One monkey will never spoil my show. In other words, there are more ways to skin a cat. I'm excited. Sorry. I know that I am not the greatest tie-dye artist, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going and going and going. Because I noticed that people who are successful are not successful usually because they just jumped into something and it worked. There's usually some hard work involved in success. Sometimes there's some failures, you know. So I've got some stuff hanging up here. Because that is summer stuff, that's the stuff I soaked in the blue that I showed you to bring it back white. But I'm going to put these away for winter and have those ready for the summer. And again, I'm going to reverse dye that and, reverse dye those. I have my pillowcases. Let me see them. There they are. My pillowcases tied up. The sheet is in there. Not ready yet because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't use the dryer. I dry everything either in the sun or hanging up in fan dry. That's my niche, my going green. You know, my little thing. Nothing is dried in a dryer. So, I'm excited. And I'm very happy. So I made up some soda ash. You see, guys? I mean, there is my Panda spin, my spin dryer, my washer. Can you see? There we go. My washer, my spin dryer. I wish I did not have to do this in my bathroom, but I don't have any other choice right now. I make sure everything is clean. Nothing touches anything. I wouldn't do that to you folks because I love you and I care about you. And I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. So I make sure everything's nice and clean as I can get it, and sanitized. And then I have my studio room in here where I do work. So I'm trying to grow some fiddle leaf fig trees. Yeah. This one's name is Hope. This is Hope. And this is Lovely. This one's Lovely. I don't know what that is down in Lovely's soil. It looks like some type of mold. I'm going to pull that out of there. I ordered a water meter so I know just how dry and how much water it will need. Fiddle leaf figs are finicky and difficult to grow. As you can see, this leaf is not doing so good. it burnt in the sun before I even brought it home. So I knew it wasn't gonna last, but I just couldn't throw it away yet. Maybe tomorrow. So I cut off another piece up top here, because I have some growing out of Hope. Hope has some leaves growing. There we go. See? Hope sprouting there. And Hope is sprouting there. I'm very happy. So we will see what Lovely does since I cut that top off. This burnt leaf came from Lovely. Hope's children are doing pretty good. Yeah, they're right there. They're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. I just can't throw it away yet. I just can't. I can't. I just can't. Yeah, I see some bugs. Get out. Get out. Hence the cinnamon water and the rice water to clean the leaves, and a natural way of getting rid of the little bugs and stuff that your plants can have. My son bought me that, and I see where it has some spots on some of the leaves. You see how shiny those leaves are? That's from the cinnamon water. I'm sorry, from the rice water. I know I'm going to have to cut that off, but I'm not ready yet. There's just a few on that one. And you hit the back side as well. Not ready yet. Yeah. Not watering them. Every time I water this big, beautiful plant that does not have a name yet, mushrooms grow in here. So I'm going to repot this. I'm going to clean out this soil. Clean up the roots. Because I don't want mushrooms. Google says that's a sign of a problem. And every time I water it, I noticed that mushrooms are in there. We can't have that. So I'm going to hook them up. It's hard working that 10-hour overnight shift. That's my place of employment, because all of this is my job. And then this is the baby. And these are not named yet. I will name them, but they're not named yet. And I have to fix this because it's falling over and leaning over. And I know it's not happy with that. I stayed in all day today after I got off work. I stayed in all day. I rested and I took naps, and then I got up and I played around with some of my hobbies. And tomorrow I have a few things to do, but basically I am in the house. And I'm going to finish up some of my hobbies and my plants. They love me and I love them. I have some things I want to cook. I'm going to make a bread pudding. I'm going to make a eggplant parmesan for my son. And some bread pudding for somebody very special to me.
Yeah, and I just want you guys to know, yeah, tie-dyeing is not for the faint at heart. Not for wimpies. I am Sadie. Daggone tie-dye. 420. I think I'm going to go ahead on and post this video. Good night. It's 12:39 a.m. Thursday morning. September 25th. I love you guys. Thank you.